ago. Now you can see what I'm seeing in the background. So, anyways, I was going to drive and talk. Bean, you can drive and talk? Why, yes, I can. I'm multi-talented. Oh, I have a long day. My nose is really itchy. I'm not picking my nose over and over. It's just really itchy. It's just really itchy, okay? Anyways, yeah, I'm driving out and about. It's my Canadian speaking there. My Canadian-ish. Wait, that's what you call it, right? Anyways, I have a story. I have a story for you guys. So the other day, I was on the couch. It was nighttime. And it was like, I want to say it was like midnight, maybe 1 in the morning. And okay, well, first of all, let me back up. Let me kind of give you the beginning of the whole story. My son, we were sleeping. It was like the middle of the night, and he's like, I'm pretty sure I fell asleep on the couch that night too. So, but anyways, he's like, comes out and he's like, Mom, somebody's throwing something at my window. And like immediately all the blood went to my extremities because I have flight or fight instinct. So I was like, ugh, oh my God, what's happening? And why he came and got me, I have no idea. I guess I just get the job done rather than anybody else in the house. So he's like, I'm like, well, who would be throwing stuff at your window? It's like probably a moth or something, like smashing into your window. And he's like, no, someone's effing with me. I heard it come into my room. I heard it, I swear. And then I was thinking to myself, like, I was trying to like figure it out in my head, like what could it possibly be? I mean, we live out in the middle of nowhere. So I'm like, okay, well, just go to sleep in the living room or something. And it freaked me out. And so I ended up going downstairs and sleeping on the couch. And I kept on like I kept on creeping myself out because of the big windows. And I was like, I can't sleep. But I don't know, we never did find out what it was. So that's the first part of the story. And then a few weeks later, I'm on the couch upstairs again, and my daughter comes out and she's like, Mom, someone's tapping in my closet. I'm like, what? Like, huh? What? But it like wasn't funny, but it was funny because I was trying to like go through it in my head, and once again I went through fight or flight, and I was like, okay, something is weird here. And she's like, oh, Mom, come and look at my room. So of course I have to get up and go and search her room and search her closet. I don't know why I just quoted closet, but because it was actually a closet. Anyway, so she's like, Mom, come and look. She's like, even my bunny heard it. My bunny's ears are up. He's awake. Like, he heard it too. Alex heard it. So I was like, oh my God. But the dogs didn't bark. So I was like, Serenity, there's nothing in your closet. But of course I had to go examine it. So I go in there, nothing, right? Like, but the bunny, mind you, was up. And I was like, I don't know. Maybe it was like something flying into your window. And then for a second I thought, maybe somebody's here. And it was like 12 or 1 in the morning. So she's like, I'm scared. And she's like, I hear tapping in a voice. I heard Serenity. And I was like, you heard a voice? And she's like, yeah, I heard Serenity. And I was like, well, maybe it's Grandma and Papa. Like, maybe they're here and they need in. So I go downstairs, and sure enough, it's my parents. And I was like, it wasn't coming out of your closet. It was coming from the window. And she's like, yeah, but I heard tapping. And then I was telling my dad, and I was like, I was like, oh, Serenity's freaking out. She thinks that there's tapping in her closet and somebody calling her name. And he's like, well, I was going to throw a rock, but I didn't want to crash the window or break the window. So I was just throwing Advil at her window. Clink, clink, clink. I was like, who does that? Oh my gosh, we were laughing. Like, it was super funny when he said about the Advil, throwing Advil at the window. I was like, how did you think it was coming from your closet? Oh my gosh. But yeah, so that was super exciting. And like, I want to know why they come and get me. Like, why don't they get the man at the house and go wake my husband up? You know, they're always like, Mom. We all know who's gonna save the kids one day. Me. But yeah, it was super funny, especially because a couple weeks before, the same thing happened to Justice, but we never did figure out what it was. But we do have like really big moths where we live, and if they see any kind of light on at nighttime when it's really dark, they will fly into the windows to try to like get in. Like, that's why we have to have screens, really good screens on our windows, because the moths get in and then they fly all over. And my son Maverick is like terrified of moths and butterflies. Actually, it doesn't matter if it's a moth or a butterfly, little things that fly, let's just say that. Yeah, hopefully not pixies, because that'll just be wrong. No, gotta love pixies.